Hi, this is Nicholas Bell with Ion Cinema, here to review The Personal History of David Copperfield, directed by Armando Iannucci, which premiered at the 2019 Toronto International Film Festival. Iannucci, of course, is the creator of Veep and the Alan Partridge series, among several others. This is his third film feature after In the Loop and The Death of Stalin. He brings along his Veep co-writer Simon Blackwell to re-envision one of Dickens' most famous novels, which was, of course, first a serial from 1849 to 1850 and then published altogether in 1850 as The Personal History, Adventures, Experiences, and Observations of David Copperfield. Notably, of course, this is a colorblind casting version of Copperfield, which works, I think, in interesting ways. But also, it's the first theatrical release of Copperfield since George Cukor's 1935 edition. Otherwise, there have been television adaptations by Peter Medak and Delbert Mann, but more often than not, this is a mini-series. This novel is so dense and there are so many characters, this is usually a television event. So kudos to Blackwell and Iannucci for condensing this into something that works in a 2-hour running time. Because it does, it just also seems to be kind of inconsequential for such a major novel. That's not to be said there aren't some fantastic things happening. If you're familiar with Copperfield, you'll notice where some fine-tunings happen with the plot, but of course we start out with him as a child. His father dies. Morfydd Clark is his mom. She marries Murdstone, who's of course a terrible person, has him sent off as Dickens was wont to do, into child labor in a bottling factory, and ends up, of course, being with his eccentric aunt, played by Tilda Swinton. Deb Patel plays David Copperfield as an adult, who is, I think, does a fantastic job as David Copperfield, who brings a large amount of physical comedy to it. Swinton, of course, is fantastic. There's a great supporting cast. Ben Whishaw as Uriah Heep. Gwendoline Christie as Jane Murdstone, Hugh Laurie as Mr. Dick, Peter Capaldi, better known as Doctor Who. It was shot by Zach Nicholson, who, of course, lends Death of Stalin, a much darker film. I think what's interesting is Dickens is both bleak and depressing, even when he is utilizing some form of levity. And so is Iannucci. And I expected this to be a lot more cutting than it is. But what I found interesting is, with the colorblind casting, is it really drills down into the bedrock of Dickens, which is class and economics, and how access to money and privilege is really born out of capitalism. Overall, I would give the film 3 out of 5 stars. Thank you.
Hey, this is Eric from MyOnCinema.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.